Nobody pray for me. It been a day for me. This is
Exclusive.
Go! Go! Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Show it what you want, show it what you need. My niggas run the game, win, never leave, never leave.
Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. It's Jerry. Today, as you saw from the intro, we went to Smoke Inn and played some poker on Monday night. They play Mondays at 7 p.m. They typically have 3 games, 7, 9:30ish, and then kind of a maniac game at 11. It's always a lot of fun. We were a little bit more players this week because of the giveaway that they were giving. Smoke Inn partnered with Cheetah Nightclub to hand out some actual poker certificates to a charity event being held down at Coconut Creek on Saturday. And you know what? They handed out 4 tickets. They had a lot of fun. They've been doing it over the last couple weeks. So we had a little bit more players than we normally do. We're typically a solid 10 to 14 players every week. These past couple weeks we've been actually at like 20, and the week before we were at, I think, 30 or 32, something like that. It was a lot of fun, very enjoyable. Sadly, for game 1, which is when the certificate was being handed out, I finished 4th the last 2 weeks, so I did not get to qualify. But today's vlog is just gonna introduce Smoke Inn. I've got AJ, who's gonna give a little detailed information about Smoke Inn, and I talked to one of the players, Uncle Chester, who is the man, the myth, the legend. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember to subscribe at the bottom, smash that like button, and we'll be back in a little bit after the introductions, and we're going to do a quick hand breakdown and go from there. We'll see you shortly. Alright, so I'm here at Smoke Inn playing poker tonight, and this is AJ. AJ,
hey, what's going on, everybody?
is the man. Anything you need to know, he is the guy to call down here at Smoke Inn in Boynton. So
Come on
AJ
down.
is just going to give you a little chit-chat history of Smoke Inn, and we'll go from there.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Like you said, my name's AJ. I've been working with Smoke Inn since 2012. So coming up on 6 years in October. And it's been a great experience altogether. Met new people every day, new cigars almost every month. And, you know, it's a lot of different cigars out there, but once you learn what people like, give you Jerry here for an example. When new stuff comes out, you know which direction to point them. So if you ever need a cigar, come on down to Smoke Inn. I'm at the Boynton Beach location. You could always call me too if you're out of state. We do ship worldwide. So look forward to chatting with you. And if you need any cigars, you know who to call.
And by worldwide, he does mean worldwide. We were down here when an undisclosed individual from the Middle East came in with his entourage, and he calls regularly. So definitely hook up AJ. He'll hit you up, get you taken care of. All right, guys. Everybody say hello to Uncle Chester. Hello. Say hi, Uncle Chester.
Hi.
Welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed the welcome videos from AJ and Uncle Chester saying hello. You gotta love Uncle Chester. Everybody loves Uncle Chester. So anyway, so moving forward, I got one hand breakdown. Pretty straightforward. The blinds were 300, 600. The under the gun player, who was new, I've never seen him before, but a couple of the other players recognized him, was saying hello, stuff like that. So obviously he's played with the league before with NPPT, but he was open a lot of hands, you know, raising, making big raises, 4x, 5x raises, and when he did go to showdown, he was showing a lot of premium hands. You know, he had ace king, ace queen, ace jack, pocket pairs. I think the worst hand he really showed down was after the hand that I played against him that I'll show here. He had a hand maybe like ace 5 or ace 6 that he kind of shoved all in with the rest of his chips, which wasn't much, maybe, you know, 5 big blinds or something like that later on in the tournament. But you know, seemed pretty solid, but as you can tell when you're watching the video, he appears extremely nervous. He raised, it was 3-6, he made it 25. I looked down, as you'll see, I had 2 black kings, and re-raised to 12,400 all in. He went to tank for a little while. There's a little etiquette issue that we're going to talk about afterwards, but enjoy the hand. I ended up winning, of course. If not, this I might have broken the camera after I after the hand got done. But I hope you enjoy watching the hand, and then we're going to come back and just kind of discuss a little bit of an etiquette issue that occurred during the hand, and we'll talk about it then.
He was really even. I mean, he just seemed like out of his element. Call it.
Probably all of it. 9, 10, 11, 12,200, 12,400.
Is that a call?
No. Counting now. We got 25 in right now, so it's all in pretty much.
It's not really kosher what's going on.
My really good one.
Thank you, counselor.
I thought he was counting.
Yeah.
He was. He just kind of mixed it in.
I'm not good at
But you corrected it.
I thought he was counting how much he had compared to what he had.
I'm with you.
I'm trying to see how much I'll be left. Where's the big one?
Might as well be. It's not all of it. Might as well be.
She was 28.
Great shape with I do.
I call.
You call? Oh, he calls.
Shots.
Shot, dun 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 dun, shot, dun 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 dun.
Boy, when you call the wagon, you call it. I do. Yeah, we're going to the dark side.
There we go. Jack.
Sure, runner for your full house.
That's one way to get a full house.
So as you guys saw, I ended up getting boated up. Had jacks full of kings, which was always nice. He, you know, as the players showed down, the ace queen offsuit. I think as far as a hand is concerned, ace queen, when you're facing a re-raise from a player, and I have to admit, I think one of my biggest issues that I don't bluff enough. Matter of fact, one hand earlier on in the tournament, the poker night, you know, NPPT, not really a you know, tournament style of poker, but I did try to bluff with a pair of eights and a 4 kicker. I was in the big blind. The board ran out. I flopped an 8 with 2 unders. You know, I stuck around with one player calling, which I should have folded. He's a solid player. I knew that he had at least an 8 or an overpair, but the board ran out really scary. I'm surprised he called down. I made a pretty healthy bet on the end when a 5 rolled off, so it gave multi-way straights, you know, 2 pairs. Easily could have had 8-5. I think 8-6 was also on the board. There's a lot of things that I could have had as the big blind that I'm very surprised that he called my big raise at the end, representing that made straight. But anyway, I digress. So the hand we were showing was the ace queen versus kings. I ended up running out for the full house. The big thing is that I had an issue with this is the way, as you saw in the video, the player put out his chips. Now, I will tell you this, you play anywhere else, any brick and mortar card room, anything where you're playing for actually real tournament poker, real cash poker, what he did is an immediate call. And I know that in No Limit Pub Poker and any of the bar pokers, realistically, we're all about camaraderie and enjoying ourselves and stuff like that, and having fun. And don't get me wrong, I think that what the player did was wrong, but at the same time, I'm never going to scold somebody in a bar poker game when we're playing for free. We're tipping the dealer to, you know, just show up and perform a service for us so that we can enjoy each other and just have fun. But be careful when you guys are doing this, especially as bar pokers. A lot of times you hear, oh, it's just a bar poker. They don't, you know, it's so lenient, it's this. But you might find somebody who might say, you know what? The rules are X, Y, and Z, and this is what we're going to do. So the player, as you saw, when he bet the 2,500, pulled it closer to his stack and then pulled out additional chips to start counting. Now, as the dealer pointed out, he was just counting to see how many chips he had in total versus my stack of 12,400. So I understood what he was doing, but you just got to be careful. I think that in that type of scenario, if you're a player and you're really confused about how much is really there, my suggestion is, since the action is already stopped, it's gotten back to you, it's going to be up to you to either call or fold. Ask the dealer to pull in the 2,500, because that was his initial bet. You know, it was 3-6. He made it 2,500 initially, and then I called. I re-raised to the 12,400. My suggestion is, if you're kind of confused about what's going on, ask the dealer to take out the 2,500, and then from there look at the remaining chips to see what's going on. Sorry, my dog is going crazy behind me. I don't know, maybe there's somebody at the front door, mailman or something like that. But anyway, so my suggestion is you know, pull out that 2,500 and then count your chips to see where you're at as far as whether you want to make that call or not. Now, as far as the call is concerned, ace queen offsuit with a, you know, an under the gun, you know, raise, and then I immediately shove all in. You got to put me on a pocket pair. I mean, I guess, you know, I would not call for my tournament life, but if, you know, like, let's say I made it 12,000 and I had 50,000 behind me. All right, it's 20% of my stack, a little bit more than 20%, but at the same time, I'm thinking, you know what? I would call then, but when it's all of my chips, you know, the hands that I had shown down, I did throw the one bluff, so maybe that was part of his rationale, you know, that I showed the one bluff earlier on when the blinds were still like, you know, 100, 200 or something like that, and you know, maybe that was kind of playing in his mind that, am I trying to make a move, am I trying to do this? But you know, I hate to say that, you know, when you're taking a chance like that with ace queen offsuit, you know, especially when you have two players who are early position, you know, ABC Poker is, those early positions are strong hands. Those are going to be your top 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 hands, you know, realistically, that players are going to be playing. Those are your aces, kings, queens, jacks, tens, maybe some nines, but, you know, ultimately called. He busted his chips there, but, you know, with Putt Poker, with NPPT, No Limit Putt Poker Tour, we have a system where you get one re-entry per game. So he was able to re-enter, and you know, he lasted a little while longer, but we had fun, made final table. It was only 20 players, so final table's not a big deal. We only have to lose half the people when you're at final table. But made it down to fourth. I was happy to see that one of our regulars, Scott, actually took the gift certificate for the charity tournament coming up at Coconut Creek. I hope he does well. Scott's a solid player when he's not being Scott, so hopefully he does well. But I've got just a couple more videos I'm gonna just show you here at the end. I ended up, my wife showed up after she got off of work. We were sitting down, she ordered a pizza next door, we had some food, we're sitting there waiting, and I'm looking at my watch, I had to work the next day, and I'm thinking, my God, I'm tired, I gotta get up at, you know, 6 a.m. to go to work, and so I just I was debating about not playing game 2. I thought, well, you know what, I'll play game 2 just to tip out the dealer and then, you know, play like crazy and leave. Well, as the old adage goes in bar poker, whenever you have to leave, that's when you start running well. So, hope you enjoyed the last video, and we'll see you next time on the vlog. So, smash the like button, subscribe, and next video is going to be actually a modified horse game. We do a at Smoke Inn on Friday afternoons at 2 o'clock. We do a modified horse game where we do Limit Hold'em, Pot Limit Omaha, Raz, Stud 8 or better, and then we do Omaha 08. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and we'll see you next time. So of course I put the camera away for all of the second game, and then I go on this run. And nobody left at the table except Uncle Chester. Say hi, Uncle Chester. Hi, Dana. We'll see you guys later.